Get more value for your money when you activate your Digicel Prime bundle. More choices for what you want at low prices. More talk time on the most reliable network. More any-use data for whatever you're into searching and sharing. And dedicated data for more new apps to stream your music, shows, and live sports. Activate a Digicel Prime bundle of your choice in the My Digicel app today and save more. Digicel, better connected.
Get ready for an unforgettable experience at the Royal St. Kitts Hotel. Join us for Pink Suntopia, a food and good vibes affair on Saturday, 24th June from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. at the Splash Bar. Dress code is Shades of Pink. General admission is $20 and buffet inclusive is $65. You don't want to miss out on the amazing music from DJ Levi Chen, DJ Collision,
Yeah.
Oh, what a wonderful Tuesday, boy. What a wonderful Tuesday.
That's the way you're saying live your life? That's the way you were saying live your life? Really? Interesting. Good morning, guys. Good morning, good morning. Welcome to SipNchat right here at the Sugar Factory. And of course, I'm here, your host. Your host. I'm your host, Azem, and I'm here with Jade when I need to sip your matters to it. Say it's Beyonce Johnson. Say it's Beyonce Johnson. Hey, you gotta laugh in life, eh? You gotta laugh. Hey, and the thing is, right? The thing is, you could be all heavy, and there's something happen, and it's just like, look at this laugh. Look at this.
That's been my motto recently. It's like a ball.
The balling.
I make way for a while, so you know, that means a lot of laughing.
A lot of laughing going on. Hey, but guess what, guys? We're back. It is Tuesday, terrific Tuesday, and of course, yesterday was with Monday. Mm-hmm. There was a lot going on. But yeah, guys, hopefully you guys were safe, you guys had a great time, and you guys are now ready for the week ahead. But Jade, how are you? And how was your weekend?
My weekend was, it was quiet. I literally just stayed in my house with my son. Away from all the people, away from all the actions. Literally just stayed home and made and work.
You didn't take him out to go touch some grass or nothing?
No. We didn't leave the house.
No grass was touching? I feel like you.
No, me at all. I literally just did not have it in me to leave the house as him.
I feel you.
Mm-hmm.
I feel you. What did I do this weekend? My weekend was pretty much filled with concerts. So Friday night was the Fresh Fire concert. Saturday was Leap Night 1. Sunday was Leap Night 2. And then yesterday, just actually took a drive around, got some dinner.
Nice.
Yeah. Sometimes you got to treat yourself to something nice to eat.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. I agree with you.
That was my weekend. It was work.
I had
According to Rihanna.
I had all intentions to go outside. I wanted to do some things, but I just...
Where you wanted to go?
To the playground, one. And I checked to see if there would be any movies that he could watch, but there wasn't.
What do you mean?
He can.
And turn up the place this weekend with the kids?
The Little Mermaid?
The Little Mermaid?
Jaden is not sitting to watch The Little Mermaid. Live action. He likes more cartoony things. Yeah. And the only time that he would have been able to go, he would have been way past bedtime, so we didn't get to do that. But yeah, I've been in a funk.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Also, like, just like
But
what?
if you see me, I look like a troll all weekend. Me never gonna lie to you.
But you're home.
Yeah, but I mean, I must look like a troll home.
I doubt you look like a troll, Jade. Have you seen a troll?
Yeah.
You didn't look like a troll.
As in me hair and Alton green.
The hair been green, Jade.
No, it wasn't this green. It actually was blue. And then I tried to take out the blue and then it turned green. So I just buy my life in shambles, meaning a little.
But that's been the like.
But so that's been the case.
Your hair color thing. Like you been kind of doing his own thing. Like you have one plan for it and then it just turn out different. Like that's been this one story you hear.
My life in shambles, Azem. My life and me here lining up.
Oh, you just need to let the professionals do the dying of your hair. About
No,
that?
I'm a professional. I'm doing this since I was a child.
But every time you do it, you tell me, hey,
No,
what you
that's
expected.
not true. That's not true. This time, and I work out how I expected. I was trying to take out the color, but the color was so deep.
How do you take out color?
It's called color oops.
Jade, you're using a product called product oops. You can't be a professional, Jade.
Yeah, no, that's what the professionals use.
They're not professionals either, Jade. It has oops in the
Every
name.
part the name of the product what I name.
It has oops in the name, like they already telling you this is not
When I
gonna
come
work.
here, I may have your color this week. Don't say nothing, eh?
No. I just support. You come in here in the green, I support the green, even if it was a mistake.
No, the green wasn't a mistake. The blue just faded to green. This is what happens when your color starts to fade. It does its own thing.
Oh, boy.
It's fine. I don't mind. It's just... Yeah. I just been...
Don't study that, Jade.
Me studying it actually, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Surprisingly, it comes in waves and it goes and it does its own thing and I just chugging along like the little engine that could.
How you just normally step out of your funk? Like what's normally
Music. Some good music.
okay? So let me clarify this now, right? Is it that music gets you to step out of your funk, or is music a temporary escape from the funk while you're listening to the music?
No, it does remind me of some music does incite different feelings in me. There's certain songs or certain genres, and when I listen to them, like my mood lifts. And it lifts and it carries. Like it makes me feel better and think about it basically causes a chain reaction. So the music starts making me feel better. Me starting to feel better gets me out of the funk, which gets me into doing what I'm supposed to be doing, gets me feeling a little differently from, it's just a whole big chain reaction.
And what kind of music usually you draft to music to like?
Well, anything that I used to love. So like, if I used to listen to like old Brent Fayez, yeah, that does really do it for me.
Okay, so you go back to the records that you liked, whether it is the ones I like right now or ones you've liked in the past.
Yeah, even old.
So you go to your top tier.
Yeah, even old school music like Boyz II Men and yeah.
Okay.
Speaking of old school music.
Yeah, so what happening? What I miss?
You realize my backlist is a terrible person.
I've been one of the people who have been. I've given Brian McKnight some grace. I think on the surface it's kind of like, wow, this guy, right? No, that's not me admitting that. That's not me saying that he hasn't been extremely petty, right? He's been extremely petty.
But he's been extremely lots of things right now.
Yeah, well, the last thing I've heard was his response to people's reactions.
The man like, he can't believe that we can't believe he like this.
No, that's not what I got from it.
That's a part of what I got from him. Like, he can't believe that we
If he couldn't believe, then he wouldn't have taken the time. Okay, my takeaway from his response was, hey guys, this is the situation. This is what been going on. These are the facts of this are the thing. Like,
as if the man said he's never been in love, you know. The man married for up to 10 years, you know.
Jade.
The man said he'd come out with his first love. I said, what?
But,
And then the man sing all these lovely love songs about his last wife. So he lied. He was lying.
Yes, Jade.
Wow.
But people lie all the time.
Terrible.
The people who vex him does lie. The people who
Yeah,
say
we don't like one of things, man. Lord, man, have a heart, man. We don't like one of things.
people. One of the easiest things people lie about is love.
Why?
Angel. The people who vex with him for supposedly lying about love does lie about love every day. Like, what we talking about here?
All these good songs, but back at one. Well, he didn't mean it.
Yeah,
He
back,
didn't mean
yeah.
it. Back at one, yes.
Back at one, yes.
Child, family, everybody. Back
No,
at
but
one.
this has been my issue with these scenarios, right? We like to somehow ignore the entirety of the facts. Like, is it that? Because some people might want to class him as what, like a deadbeat.
Azem, the man died
Insane.
on his trial and said that she had sex with a family member to the point that she had to sue him for defamation.
Yeah, but we saw that went down.
Yeah, he lost the case.
Yeah, but yeah,
He lost the case, what I mean?
yeah. Okay,
It was proved that he, what I mean?
okay, okay, okay. No, but no. Again, it's not that I'm saying that he hasn't been petty. He hasn't done wrong. He hasn't. I think, for me, it's more like. It seems to me, like they've been having their family issues. Something happened. Like something happened to change the dynamic, right? And my thing is, without really knowing what that is, it's kind of like. To me, that is the whole point. That's the major point of the story. If it was a matter that he was happily married at some point, he was seen to be a good father, even after he had left the situation with his wife, he still had a relationship with the kids. Even after he got remarried, he had a relationship with the kids. They were having family gatherings between the two families and thing, and then all of a sudden is this. Something happened. So my thing is like, how is it that we having all these things, talking all these things? It's not to say, well, he's just been this terrible person all the time. So is it like all them times the children were pretending as well? The wife was pretending as well? The
That he wasn't a terrible person?
That they were cordial at least.
Maybe they were trying to make it work.
But that's the thing. So so all of a sudden you just stop making it work?
Yeah, but that's if that happened all the time, what I mean?
No, Jade, we're talking about big people.
That is, yeah.
But Jade, what I'm saying is, we're talking about big people, right? So in other words, he had a whole life with his first family, right? He had a whole life with his first family. That didn't work out. A relationship was still existing, right? It doesn't exist anymore. Something happened, Jade. It wasn't just a matter that, for the last 25 years, we've been trying to make it work. And then it's just like, you've been terrible for the last 25 years, and then all of a sudden, we just decide we can't make it work no more.
Yeah,
and then
but that's happened, what I mean? If you're terrible
Jade, you tried to tell me that your assessment of the situation is not that there was some circumstance that caused the shift in the dynamic, but that it's just a matter that over the last 20-something years, all of a sudden, every single person at the same exact time decided that now is the time for us to stop trying to be.
But they didn't say it was at the exact same time.
Jade, when was the situation, right?
It wasn't they never said it was at the exact same time. As a matter of fact, Brian is why we find out all of this, you know?
No, but Jade, what
Because
happens? He doesn't have a relationship with any of the children.
Yeah, but we don't know when that happened. We don't know if everybody stopped talking to him at the same time. What we do know is he came out and he came out and did an interview. We started looking at the interview like, this kind of sound weird.
Right.
And then we found another interview from before.
Right.
And then he was like, okay, so he'd been saying these things. And then he came out and tried to justify both interviews at the same time.
Right.
So it wasn't necessarily that we find out that he stopped talking to everybody at the same
No,
time.
no. It's not that it's not about what we found out. What I'm saying is the family dynamic fell apart.
But we don't know if it happened at the same time.
Well, it obviously happened in some kind of close succession in the space of 25 years. It wasn't
25 years, you know, it's a long time. What do you mean?
Jade, is 25 years a long time when you're 30? Come on, Jade, what you saying?
Yeah, but that's what, it is a long time, so it don't necessarily have to be that.
No, but he hasn't been married to this woman for how long?
You know.
Exactly. So he ain't been married to this woman.
Let me find out.
He ain't been married to this woman for 10 years. So that's the point I'm making.
You mean his new wife?
The new wife.
Oh, we don't know.
No, well, from my understanding, I can't remember exactly, but it wasn't in a long marriage. You see what I'm saying? In a long marriage. So if all the children were all part of this family dynamic that they were trying to make work, right? And then now we know they're no longer, to the point where he disowns them, right? This is the thing. Okay, let me put it this way. I don't believe it is simply that they are bad, like somebody is bad when they disown a family member. It's not just, oh, they're a terrible person. And I think that is the picture that's being painted. Like, how can...
But yeah, is he painting, isn't it?
Listen, no, Jay, that's what I'm saying. We don't know why. Let me put it this way. I used to be like, look, I see what happening between some families, and it's like, but how we get to that point? Like, how how that does happen? And you know what? I started to stop judging people by my own standards and my own experiences. Yeah, because me and my family might be close, right? Don't mean that I can't see a situation where people do things or things happen in family dynamics that cause them to no longer be cool or love each other or share it. What I'm saying is, it's unfortunate, right? But what I'm saying is, what seems to be happening to me, well, looking at the situation, is that people are very much just appalled and can't believe that there is this father that is so willing to put it on Front Street that he no longer has a relationship with the kids and doesn't have a desire to build a relationship with his kids.
I think it's more than that. I think it's the pettiness about it.
And that's what I'm saying. I understand the pettiness.
Because nobody, listen, if you don't want to be a part of people's life, that's why, nobody can force you to be in nobody's life. But I think the pettiness is why everybody like, what you? I think the pettiness for me, and that's what I'm saying from the start, I said, I'm not saying that he hasn't been petty. What I'm saying is, I wonder, when I see things like that, I'm wondering what was the things that led to the fallout. And without knowing that, it's hard for me to then make judgments. Because you can't tell me that even as his children are now adults, right, that they can't do things that would cause him to... For me, it's crazy to imagine, right? But again, I can't judge based on my experiences and my way of looking at things. For instance, it's hard for me to imagine a scenario where my parents like just disown me and I disown them, right? Yeah.
Like it's difficult, right? There's a lot of dynamics. I don't believe that there's any one thing. So like, for instance, let's say there's a situation where he has his new wife, they have the children, they have a young son, right? And his children, his older kids, make a move to try and take resources away from what would be available to the new child, right? I could see his new wife saying, yo, no, what's going on here? You gotta fix that. So even if there's pressure from the new wife, even if there's some level of disrespect, something that happens over time, it might not even fully be the children's fault, it might be something based on what happened with the mother. Like, we don't know, there's a lot of things.
Yeah,
my issue is that we're looking now from the outside and recognizing, yes, of course he was petty. Of course, coming out and saying
but
them
that
kind of
is
things.
the only thing with that.
That's not the only
But
thing.
that's what people are going to be judging on. If you come out and be petty about a situation, people are going to judge you.
Yes, Jade.
Because you is the one who brought the situation to us in these ways.
No, Jade, what he did, right? He came out and basically, based on the language he was using, made it clear that he ain't give a rat's nothing about his children.
Yeah, exactly. And that's fine. But why we got to know this?
Well, Jade, the man make the post. Ain't even
one in
Yeah, but Jade, the man make. Well, let's talk about the post where he was basically saying, "This is my first daughter," or whatever, right? When you already obviously got a daughter, right? So yes, you obviously was just like, dude, you're on a level right now that is ridiculous, right? You're on a ridiculous level. Like, you're petty. This ain't need to be public. The problem I have, Jade, is I just be on the position of what is any of this the people's.
That is my point.
But we can't make that argument. You see what I'm saying?
Why?
Because everybody, the people who vex with them, does the exact same thing. They put everything on Front Street, on Facebook, and on Twitter every day. Every day, the same people, they post things that ain't nobody business on Twitter. I wish we would stop it. I'm tired saying.
Me too. And you know when I say people don't understand, like they don't understand.
This is nobody's business.
No, we don't need to know that you and your child mother beefing. Your child mother is a deadbeat or your child father is a deadbeat.
No. We don't need to know the good things either. It's not our business. That's the problem. The problem is, we want to go and say, oh, when you post up your children first walk and whatever, that's all cool and thing. But really and truly, I see it as manipulation, right? You're using your children to gain attention for whatever. In other words, you're not any more proud because you post it on Facebook. So it's not to say because you're prideful or you're proud. That's not what it is. It doesn't bring more pride if you post it on Facebook. You'll get more attention. So all of it to me is in the same boat. Some might be more destructive and more impactful, but anything that is negative generally is. So that isn't a thing of social media. Anything that's negative that's put out there gonna be more impactful. We just need to stop sharing with life on Facebook and social media all the time. It's ridiculous. But no, we want to go and demon. Watch, all of us just do the same stupidness. We post things that ain't nobody business on Facebook. And that's what he went on.
Not all of us, because me don't do that.
Everybody gonna go and drop different and see, that's the thing. Everybody goes and draws the line in different places, right? So for instance, there might be things that you post that I wouldn't post because I would say, why you gotta post that? There's people that would post certain things that you would work out. Okay, like really? Like that ain't even necessary. And they're thinking this is well within the bounds and decent, right? So everybody gonna draw the line in a different place. So my thing is, obviously, he was out of place for posting it. The pettiness speaks to a deeper issue. It speaks to me that he's hurt and whatever happened. That's what I hear, and I hear that whatever happened, he feels hurt in the moment, right? He can't, for all these years, had been at some point a husband, a father, so much so that when he got married, the people that he had that relationship with remained in his life. And then now, something had to happen for it to go to the exact extreme opposite. And we don't know what it is.
Nope.
And I think that's what he was trying to put across in his statements is like, look, it's not like, it's not like from since I born, I've just been this devious thing. This isn't, in other words, I think what he was saying is, and what I got from it is, this isn't a result of me just being this terrible person. This is a result of whatever transpired between us as a family over time, right? And so, I love my family now. This is what I'm trying to do. Leave me alone. The problem is, you're going to put it out and people ain't going to leave me alone.
No, that's me think the man double up tree. I said,
but what can he do? If he isn't...
No, the first two times, nobody really catch on, you know. Like, the first two times you do it, nobody...
What are you talking about?
The first two posts that he made, so he did an interview. Well, no, he made one post and he did an interview. The attention wasn't on it. I think it's either something else happened.
But
and then
because it wasn't for us, though, right? It wasn't for
that's
us.
the point.
Yeah, it wasn't for us.
He
It
should
wasn't
have
for us.
just.
It wasn't for us. It wasn't for us. In other words, right? And that's the pettiness. The
And
pettiness.
no, but the first interview was a different time too.
But no, that's what I'm saying. It wasn't for us. None of this was for us. This is all him telling his family that that is done. I'm over and I'm done with you guys. That's what this is, you know. So in other words, sometimes people do things and it's like, yeah.
They ain't none of these. These don't work.
Yeah, Jade, but
Wait,
but think about it, right?
Wait, we don't-
I'm pretty sure it's the sentiments that he's expressing in the interviews and in the posts. They're well aware of it, right? So now I get on a platform, and the issue of love and family comes up. I'm a public figure, so I'm interviewing, right? My personal stance is no. Them people, they're dead to me. Right? That's my personal stance. Based on whatever happened, I don't know. Right? Do I not express myself in a way that suggests that these people dead to me? Like how do you
You could talk about your current family, you know.
Yeah.
This album was based on the love that but what you got to say?
Yeah, like no, he overstepped, he went too far.
Overstepped as if the man jump off a building. Full force.
Yeah, but the issue I have is that everybody painting this man to be like this terrible person, and my thing is, look, the same people that we seemingly defending is the same people that at some point had an image of him that wasn't the one that we have now. So what happened? The same people that we hear saying, I can't believe he didn't say that there about children, I can't believe he can put that in the public, I can't believe it. Them same people there was the ones who was running up about him on stage, singing with him, in studio with him, playing in the park with him, doing all these things, you know. Them same people, you know. That same family, you know.
Yeah, God, that's the man, trend.
Yeah, exactly. So what happened?
No, but...
Exactly. And with everything that's going on, you realize they ain't saying nothing what happened either.
No, they did.
What happened? We don't know what happened.
Not what happened. You're right.
Nobody's, they're not saying what happened.
Yeah, right.
And the truth about it is, even now as he is in a position where he's forced to defend the stupid statements that he made, right? He and all ain't coming out and saying exactly what going on.
That's the first thing I would have done.
But
if I on the internet cooking me about something, let me tell her what happened.
No.
Then they might as well. They don't start with me.
No, Jade. No, because if he acknowledges that he's petty, then he can't do that.
Why?
Because that feeds into the pettiness. You can't tell me, hey, I should not have probably made them statements.
No man saying don't say you should not make them, you know.
No, but you can't come out and then say what the issue is now. You can't come out and block the family.
You don't block the family?
No, what I'm saying is you can't come out simultaneously saying, hey, I may have overshared, but you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to tell you guys the feelings that I have about what happened. And then go and then at the same time express and put out the knowledge that, these are the steps that got us here. Like,
but people do that, then.
I don't believe in that.
You don't have to believe in it.
Sometimes you got to eat it, Jade. You got to eat it. You got to eat it. He got to eat it. He put it out there.
Right.
So he got to eat it.
Now we ain't ask him that.
Yeah, he got to eat it.
Tell you we ain't ask him that. Anyway, you see how things that happen?
You know.
How much years we're talking about the security issues with entertainers and the personal property and all of these things. So you happen over Reggae Beach? First of all, right?
I've been victim of this 5 times, guys.
See? 5, wow.
Sometimes right at the event, like park maybe 20 feet from the stage.
They bust up your chance. Love it. So, for people, sorry guys, me just irritating. For people who may not have known.
It's very stylish though.
Thank you. I know it. I saw it. It's one I said, let me try it. I like it. So I just flying all over the place, try me off. But so people who may not have known, this weekend was very festive. Started bright and early on Friday night. Yeah. So some entertainers, because they had an opening for a place over in Nevis, a new casino gambling thing, something.
On your spot. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know what kind of party,
yeah.
but something open in Nevis, and so naturally people going over to be a part of it because it's right there. Leaving the vehicle on Reggae Beach as we do, and come back to miss it, to meet them all walking into.
Yeah, so I did see some videos from a few
that person was professional about it.
entertainers. No, not professional about breaking chance, man.
No. What I mean is, they could have just got mash up everything. They just, one little window.
That's all you need.
Yeah.
That's all you need.
I mean, the professional in that way, not the professional because they're stealing. The professional because they could have done way worse.
No, but it just wouldn't be necessary.
Yeah, that's
And like, so I saw these videos and it was of a few entertainers.
About 8 to 10.
Well, it was a few entertainers posting some videos saying that as they return to Cockleshell Beach.
Yes.
I don't like saying Reggae Beach, because Reggae Beach is the establishment, right? So it's not Reggae Beach. Like Reggae Beach is the restaurant.
The young people may not it.
Yeah, but I don't think it's fair to the establishment to say like
what I mean.
Yeah, like to say like, oh, they leave the thing at your establishment, or they had a break-in.
No, it wasn't that. It wasn't
Reggae Beach. It was over at Cockleshell Beach
yes,
where people park as they go across to
take the water taxi. Yes.
Take the water taxi. So they returned from Nevis only to find that several of the vehicles that were parked there were vandalized. With some of them, windows were broken into and and stuff was stolen out of the vehicles, right? And the funny thing about that, I went to Nevis on Wednesday night. And I keep saying, me and one of the Kingsters were together, and I keep saying, look, this, leaving with chance over here ain't cool. One time we went, not one time, there was a time when I realized they started putting these motion sensor lights over there.
You want to them?
But Jade, if nobody over there, who cares if the motion sensor come on? Who can see that the light come on?
Listen.
Who can see?
You know who else I saw, funny enough, that been speaking about it? Jade and Granddad. McLean Hobson. He been talking about the lack of security over there. I don't understand how we ain't not how
it was only a matter of time. It really was only a matter of time.
I'm sure this takes a long time happen. And no, it been happening, but what happened is the volume it happened at and who it happened to.
Well, I think there have been a few cases where there have been some break-ins. So yes, but this brought a different level of publicity because of who was involved. And
I don't understand how the people who own Cockleshell Beach, is it not the government?
Yeah.
Okay. How the government say, this is like a hazard?
No, but bear in mind the pier that is there. I don't know what state the government has in it, I think that was the taxi drivers were the ones who put together to bring that. It was the taxi drivers. I don't think it was the government.
So the taxi drivers are then?
No,
I just want to know what it is that not security or lights over the beach.
So who's going to secure the beach?
That's what I want to know. Who's supposed to be securing the beach?
That's the question. Who's supposed to be securing the beach?
That's why I asked him. I don't know if it's the government or if it's the taxi people. Whose job it is to secure the beach?
I don't know.
Why? So
because I don't even know. Because I don't think over there is like an official port. I don't think it's like an official port or anything.
It might not be, but
in other words, I don't think you could come in there from. I don't think you could come in there from St. Martin.
No, but say one, say two. Everybody uses that pier, including the people who would want the vehicles to be secured. So not only the big businessmen, the politicians, everybody, the government ministers. So who is it not realizing that he is supposed to be secured?
So this is the question. Let's say you have I'm Friars, right? And you come back and your car broken into. Who's responsible for that? Let's say you park.
On the beach.
So are you suggesting that everywhere that people park, the government need to have a security
You know what?
guard?
I'm suggesting. No, of course not.
So that's what I'm saying. So the first thing for me we'll have to do is establish what over there is and who's responsible. I think as it stands now, it was this ad hoc thing that the taxi drivers kind of came together and made happen, right? It's not like over Nevis. Like even when you leave over Nevis, you recognize you have to pay like a departure.
Yeah, there's
like
a security
departure.
hut. Yeah.
Well, a departure fee. There's a departure fee.
No, I know, but they have a security hut and all of these things
Well,
there too.
this-
It's properly,
but-
it's secured.
It's not Jade.
It's secured, I mean.
Who the security cars on the street?
Man, talking about the cars on the street.
But that's what we're talking about. The cars got broken into. It wasn't there.
that's true,
Yeah,
that's
we're talking about the cars. So, but what I'm saying is, over there,
But they don't have a security there.
I think the people work at the pier. They go home when the last boat done. They go home, Jade.
So no security down there?
I don't know. But
You
what
sure?
what I'm saying is, if the security there, I suspect that they work at the pier. The cars parked on the government road there.
No, that's...
Right, so I don't think it's like they don't come out and check what's going on with the cars or anything like
Okay,
that.
so first we got to establish what we're doing with over there.
Yeah, it's not a parking lot. That's the point I'm making. It's not a parking lot.
Oh, okay.
It's just that people catch the boat there and they leave their vehicles.
No, I think they're gonna fix that.
I think they need to.
I think they're gonna...
And again, there's been people, including myself, including you, who've been talking about this. Like, I have to travel to Nevis quite regularly, and I leave my vehicle there and come back after hours. Sometimes you leave it overnight, come back the next morning, and them kind of things. And you don't feel comfortable. But that's the kind of the way it is. The hope is that you would not have to deal with this, and there's not people who would take advantage. But obviously, that hope is
But
misplaced.
that was a lick by, man. Like,
Yeah,
whoever
it
did
was
that there hit a good lick by.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm actually surprised it don't happen more often, to be quite
me too.
honest.
But then I guess the person recognizes that there might have been a busier day in terms of not busy during the hours, right? But people would have been in Nevis, if you understand what I mean. And so, but I don't know. But I know, hey, tropics, don't worry, guys. Your vehicles will be secured. We have security over there. Can I show you that? So, yeah, pack in peace. Pack in peace.
Right. So I think it's gonna be interesting to see how that conversation kind of develops, because what would have to happen is, I'll be honest. What I'm seeing is a business opportunity.
Yeah, somebody better jump on it.
Somebody talk to the government, lease the land, and it's gonna have to be paid parking. Like, the government doesn't have private security, so who going to know the police and just be over there where there's 3 cars or 100 cars? Like, it's not
The
feasible.
government might talk about the business opportunity and all.
I mean, the government could have paid parking. There's nothing wrong with that,
They might do it.
right? So, but I think it's necessary.
It definitely is necessary because, yeah, that's crazy. Anywho, we have to pause all this madness for an interview.
How kind of madness went on this weekend?
Bye, and we got more to talk about after the
Yeah.
interview.
Well, let's go into something that's actually very uplifting and enlightening. Something I've been looking
Yes.
forward to doing for quite some time.
We need some balance.
Yeah. I am looking forward to the next part of the show. We have a very amazing young lady in studio with us that we're going to have a small conversation with. So guys, stick and stay. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with more SipNchat right here on the Sugar Factory. Watch out, you're going to come right back.
ready for an unforgettable experience at the Royal St. Kitts Hotel. Join us for Pink Suntopia, a food and good vibes affair on Saturday, 24th June from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. at the Splash Bar. Dress code is Shades of Pink. General admission is $20 and buffet inclusive is $65. You don't want to miss out on the amazing music from DJ Levi Chen, DJ Collision, DJ Hollywood HP, DJ Terror, Sister Sensia, and EK The Real Ride. Tickets are available at No Rush Bar Porzante and Royal St. Kitts Hotel. Come and enjoy the vibes with us.
Hey guys, welcome back to SipNchat right here at the Sugar Factory. And as we said before the break, we are in studio with a very lovely young lady. I didn't make up my mind what I wanted to refer to you as. I was going with Songstress at one point. I was going to Superstar, and then I just get tired.
All the above.
But all of the above. In studio with us, guys, we have none other than the lovely Erica Edwards. Erica, good morning. How are you doing?
Hi, good morning. I'm doing good.
You sure?
Yes.
All right. Well, I am happy to hear that.
Yes, and use your voice, because we know you have a lovely one. So don't try come in here and whisper. Thank you.
First time at the Sugar Factory, so welcome.
Yes, thank you for having me.
Of course. And we've been
Do
trying
you
to
like it?
Yes.
We've been trying to make this happen for a while, even when we was on the other place.
Yeah.
And I'm really happy that you were able to come in and hang out with us this morning.
Yes.
But but for those people who may not know who Erica is, let them know.
Okay. Good morning, everybody. My name is Erica Edwards. I am a singer-songwriter. I am a very calm person, reserved. I love nature. Everything about nature. Yes.
Okay, so you love nature, but the thing you said at the start, right, is one of the things that I think most of us know about you, which is your love affair with music and the stuff that you've been doing in music, right? But where did that kind of start? Is it, did you always know you wanted to be involved in music as a singer? Did you start songwriting, or was there a particular point where you kind of recognize, hey, this is what I'm good at and what I'm gonna do?
Okay. Well, since I was a little child, I always enjoyed singing everything about music, listening to music. I grew up into church. My parents used to carry me to church every Sunday, and it wasn't a choice.
Yeah. Been there.
It wasn't a choice.
Been there.
Yeah, still there.
Yeah, still there.
And I used to always sing at home, and my mom used to tell me, when you go to church, you're not singing, so I didn't want to sing in the house. With that, I had to slowly get over that fear of actually going to sing in church, like go up on the stage and sing. Like, I just used to attend church, and nobody really knew that I could sing until I stepped out of my shell a bit. And
Do you remember your first performance at church?
it was a Christmas concert.
How old you were, if you don't mind me asking?
Well, I was right.
Roughly.
Well,
Roughly.
Probably 12, 13 years old.
Okay.
Not bad. That's big.
No, but the reason why the people always ask why
Yeah.
you get so much musicians and singers coming out to the church, but part of it is that that's one of the only spaces where you could literally have a 6-year-old performing weekly,
Yeah.
right?
And it wouldn't be child labor.
Yeah, because I was playing in church. Like I was actually playing in a band when I was like 9. Yeah, but so the only place I could have done that was in
And then,
gospel and Christian.
Yeah, you have a stage every week, like
Yeah.
a consistent stage.
Right, and normally there's a level of support. There's a level of support for talent
Your
and
family
things
and
in
your
the
friends
church.
and the pastor encouraging you and all
Right.
these nice things. So yeah.
So church
Everybody
was,
clapping. Yeah.
right,
I could
exactly.
see that being your
Exactly.
first place to start singing, honestly.
Yeah, so I think that is something that is we see a lot, that story where, started performing in church and stuff like that. But after that first performance, is it that you caught the bug? Was it
Not
like
really. I was still in Michelle. Like I always have been in Michelle for some reason.
You find yourself being very shy?
how reserved?
I would say with it.
Okay, you're not shy.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I started taking the music serious in 2020 when I met my manager. At
So
first-
how your manager got on your radar? She went church though?
No. I was doing some recording in her studio, Shadow Production Studio, and I was working with Project Reveal at the time, and I wanted to do covers, like to get up on my YouTube channel and just do covers. That's
Yeah.
how we started, and she happened to be there, and she heard me singing, and then we met on another occasion, and then we started to work together. Our first project was a Father's Day song.
So you initially was just recording some music for your YouTube channel.
Basically, yeah. And for the fun too, for the fun and the love of music. Just want to do a cover.
Singers will sing it.
I know. Which has been
Singers
your
will-
favorite cover?
Well, I love Aretha Franklin, Natural Woman. Yes.
I've heard you sing that, so it's crazy.
Oh wow.
But so in 2020, here you get the push to, hey, maybe step out a little bit and start doing original music. So did you know that you had that talent for writing prior to this, or was it just a new step for you?
To be honest with you, no. I didn't see myself as a writer at all. All I knew, I just wanted to sing any song. I didn't know I wanted to be like writing my own songs. But it's so funny now, like I got the courage to actually start writing. I mean, it takes time. And I'm still trying to build my catalog of music too. So
How has that been?
Yeah.
How has that new journey in the writing space been?
good.
So what's your process? Is it you write from personal experience? Is it that you pick a topic and then kind of write towards it?
I sing from personal experience and things around me.
I'm gonna watch your lyrics now. See what's going on in your life.
This is why you don't
See
tell
what's
us
going on in your life.
Once it's relatable,
Right.
yes. Once it's relatable, yes.
Okay.
So I see, okay, so since you're saying relatable, I see you sing about love couple times. She clapping. You know what I clap mean?
Once you see the head go down with it, that's the.
So do you draw your experiences into these songs? Do you find inspiration in them?
Yes, I do. And because I'm a loving person.
I can tell if that's what you're saying.
I love love. I love to be happy. I love everything about love. You know, so
That's
I
nice.
tend to relate more. You know,
So you're gonna
tap
give
in.
some good like R&B ballads. All right, I'm waiting on that one.
Well, it's funny that you're saying now that the switch for you came in like 2020, because we all know what happened in 2020, right?
We were just home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And at a
Was lockdown.
and at a time when a lot of artists were struggling for different ways, not being able to perform as they would like, not being able to get to the studio, whether it is. Here we have you, an artist who is now just starting, this journey, right? And I think that between then and now, you've seen some growth, right?
Yes.
So you wrote the Father's Day song. And
No, the Father's Day song, Socrates wrote that one.
oh, okay.
Okay, big up Socrates, man.
Big up Socrates one time. So you recorded the Father's Day song, and what was the response for that?
Everybody loved this song. I mean, it was something feel good too, because you know you don't normally hear people coming up with Father's Day song too. So it was a good thing for me to do to honor the fathers, and not just mothers, but the fathers too.
Right. And so you think that kind of gave you the feeling like Bobby might be onto something here. Maybe this is something I could put more energy into.
Yes.
So what was the next step after that?
The next step after that, I wrote my first song. It was called Reassure. And then I did a collab with Deshaun. Check it out.
Yeah. That was in the supermarket, gallivanting.
Yeah. That was a tune. It's a tune. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
And even that I think is interesting to hear, because you're here now. You wrote one song, and then your second kind of foray into thing is like with arguably one of the top artists in the country. So it has to be that your talent was kind of undeniable at that point, right? Yeah. So how did that collab even come about?
My manager, Sharon.
Big up Sharon one time.
Yeah, man, she working.
We ain't gonna bring Sharon on the show.
Yeah,
she got it.
Yo, they're hiding.
She asked me who I wanted to do a song with, like any local artist I look up to, and it was Dejo. I always look up to his singing.
So she made that happen.
Yes.
Okay, and that was how was that experience? Because the reason I'm asking about these experiences is because these are all new steps in the journey, but they seem to be happening kind of consecutively, right? Like very much one behind the other. So here it is, you were mainly focusing on doing covers, then you start doing songs where, you know, you have a writer and you perform the song. Then you take a step into writing, and then here you are collaborating on the next song with one of the artists that you really look up to. So how was that? And not only that, just even collaboration in itself is a new kind of experience, right? So how was that?
It was a good experience, to be honest. It wasn't nothing hard. We went to the studio. He wrote the song. It was just easy, to be honest, because we both singing, so we were able to connect our voices together and harmonize. So it wasn't nothing hard. It was actually fun.
Okay.
Like, it was actually really fun. Like, I'm going to the booth again and record. So it was.
She catch the bug, yeah, Jade?
Yeah, I realize.
She got the bug.
So that's what I want to know now. Like, so now that you already have the collaboration bug, who do you think you want to collaborate with next? Who's on your little roster? I'm pretty sure you have a list. Who you want to take off next?
People, you know.
Yeah, I know, man.
Put it out into the atmosphere, man.
Yeah. Give me your top three collabs if you could make it happen.
Okay. I would like to do a collab with TJ.
Okay. Top three.
I mean, not the list long.
Yeah.
Burner by.
Okay. TJ Burner.
And Tiana Taylor.
Oh.
I don't know if she does much singing still. She look like she you know.
She do a little both and still movie.
Yeah.
She look like she on.
Yeah, man, the album gonna come just now, man.
Yeah.
So
well, hop on.
Yeah, but I mean, I wonder for you, because one of the things that we've been recognizing is that it's not just us here who have recognized the talent.
Yeah.
One of the things that we knew, that we witnessed, was you going off to Jamaica to participate in what was it?
Caribbean Rhythm Showcase.
Right, it was a artist showcase. How did that whole experience come about, and then how was the experience?
Okay, my manager Sharon Production. She did some research and she came across the advertisement, and she showed it to me and she asked me, "Are you interested in sending in, applying for it?" And I was telling her, "Yes, sure." I remember regarding this song, the video, it was like 10, 11 o'clock in the night. I begged my brother to do the video for me just so she could send it in. I was so excited at the same time because I mean, there's a lot of people would send in the application. So I just did it. I wasn't really too like, I want to make it like I want.
Right.
But I just did it because it was an opportunity and the love for music. And then I got the call. Well, I got an email, and then no, actually, I got the call on my work. Answer the phone. Hello, good afternoon. I'm trying to reach Erica Edwards, and that's why I just started to quit. Like, like what? I started to quit because I'm like, really, Erica? And then that's where it started.
Well, I mean, it must be so exciting. Like, you come across this thing, you're sending an application, not really expecting anything, right? But you just put it out there, and then to actually get selected from. I'm sure it must have been a lot of applicants who went in. What was the final count of people who were selected?
It was 20 of us.
Wow, from all across the Caribbean. That is interesting. So, you traveled to Jamaica for this. What was the experience like? Was it just a show? Did they have any training?
Did you just work?
No.
Like what did you do?
When we went there, we had a workshop. They would enlighten us about like different things about the music that we need to know, like the publishing, songwriting, all of that whole works. And from there, we had band rehearsal like in the afternoon, and then we were practicing for the showcase. So
how long was the trip? How long were you there?
it was less than a week.
Okay.
But I stayed a couple of days extra.
Okay.
I mean, who wouldn't?
So here it is. You start rehearsing, and the night of the showcase arrives. How were you feeling about that? Like, what was the vibe?
I was excited and I was still nervous.
Yeah, I could imagine that.
I was excited and nervous. I had to normally before a performance I would go in my own zone, like if I could sit like in a corner I would just to try contain my nerve before I got on the stage. Like I wouldn't really talk much.
Right.
And that's just my way of dealing with nerves.
Right. So I remember I was watching the showcase, and I remember it was like you were one of the later performers, and I'm watching it, and they're like, "Bye, baby, goodbye."
You're losing faith.
They're like, "Bye, what going on here? You getting late, you sleepy?" But I remember you came on, and it was like from the first line, I was like, "Okay."
You wake up again?
Well worth the wait.
Okay.
And I knew that she was going to represent us well. Because even though it might not have been like a competition or anything, it felt good seeing one of our own on that stage, not only holding their own, but shining and excelling. Because I think you did the Natural Woman.
And I did, gotta keep going.
Got it, right. And I think it was just like, wow, look at what Erica was doing. It was amazing. I remember we came back on the show the next day, and
yeah, he was fully like, oh my God, I watched Erica last night. She was so amazing. I said, but what miss?
Yeah, you miss it, Jade.
Yeah, no.
And you won't believe I woke up sick.
You
I
woke-
had a sore throat.
That's the same day?
Yeah.
Wow.
So
Devil is a liar.
I had a sore throat like literally.
Well, so
I had to fight you like, okay, here we go.
you can't let this opportunity pass you by. You have to get through it.
I have to. I don't, even if I make a little mistake, I gonna fight.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, so you went to Jamaica. You had a wonderful experience, and from listening to your music, I could tell that there's a reggae influence. Like you love reggae music, and then so now here it is, full circle. You are now featured with some of the biggest reggae artists on what it's called, the
Tough gang.
Got to go home with them. Yes.
Got to go hard with them.
Got to go hard, yes. And it has Richie Spice, it has Bogle, Lotan Fire,
Empress,
and it has you.
yeah.
It has you. So like, how did that happen? Like, how did this collaboration come about? And I know you're about to say my manager.
Work, manager work.
Yes. Well, to be honest, it stemmed from when I traveled to Jamaica last year, September. It was during band rehearsal. One of the producers was there, and his name is Bulklus. And he heard me singing. And, you know, he showed interest in me one time, and he was like, he wanted to talk to my manager because she came with me, so he wanted to talk with my manager. And he was telling her about a project, a rhythm that he wanted me to be on. And then when I got the beat, instantly loved the beat. And then I didn't even know who all was on the rhythm as yet. And then they bring out the poster with everybody who was on it. I was like,
I can imagine, like.
Had no idea. You just get the rhythm and was put and just did your song.
Yeah, I just did the song not knowing who all was on the rhythm until
it was released.
Like, wow.
Wow. And I mean, even that, right? The ability to go and do the showcase, but walk away with some of those connections, right? I think that really shows that you guys really maximize the opportunity.
Yes.
Right? So I commend you guys for that, because there are a lot of people who get the opportunity and then you never hear anything about it.
That's true. That's true.
And that's the end of that. And but is it that through that connection, through that time in Jamaica, we can expect to see more work between you and producers outside or artists or anything like that?
Yes, definitely.
Okay, things on the horizon, music coming, Jade.
Yeah, man, I'm looking forward to it. And them videos, but you see the videos up? Bye. So, but Erica got me believe in love again, man.
I almost fall in love twice.
Yeah, I feel it in my heart.
I almost fall in love twice. I watch Erica video and walk outside and I almost propose.
Oh my God.
I don't know, she put out into the atmosphere.
I understand.
No, toxic. We met the toxic. I want some toxic music. Okay? No. We have enough of that.
Yeah, so she love?
Yeah, but
don't check. She want to bring it to the dark side. Don't study her.
You know the music we get?
She want to bring it.
You know the caliber of music we get. If you could get her to sing a toxic song about a heartbreak, oh my God.
You don't get that just now.
I tell you, I'm going to be Adele ballad.
Reality, you know, reality. You don't get that just now.
It's balance.
Yeah, man.
Yes.
All
I'm
right.
looking forward to that. So what you have next up coming? What's on the horizon?
I have, I think it's an Eva song coming. It's on a reggae beat also.
Okay.
Okay, a little patriot. For independence?
Yes.
See?
Well, I'm looking forward to that for sure.
And it's produced by John FX, who I'm currently working with.
Okay. So you say currently working with, so that means there's even more songs that you intend to?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I am looking forward to whatever it is that you are going to be producing. And I don't think it's any secret anymore. But we have, of course, a huge performance on the horizon, right? I'm sure you're preparing and getting ready for. You want to tell the people what that is?
Music festival.
Think it's Music Festival.
Yes.
Wow. And that is, what night are you performing?
I'm performing on this Saturday.
Heavy hitters.
I'm telling you.
Heavy hitters, Jade.
Telling you.
Heavy hitters on the Saturday. Yeah. So, I mean, what was that? Was Music Festival one of the goals, one of the things you would have liked to do?
Yes.
So.
Did you think it would happen so soon?
Maybe not. But I knew one day that it would have happened.
Yeah, and I know that you're preparing yourself to take full advantage. We've seen that you've been able to take full advantage of the opportunities placed in front of you, so I'm not worried at all. But one of the things that people might say is like, you know, how are you going to be able to put across a full performance that captures people when, you know, there's not so many songs in your catalog? Because you said earlier that you're actually building out your catalog. So is it that we can expect a release or two before Music Fest?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes, one already released.
Music.
They Hold Me. And
Yes.
then we're going to have the Sing Kids, a Navy song, and then I will be performing another song on that night, but it's not released as yet. It will be
Also, again,
released
fresh
after
music.
Music Fest.
Fresh
Debut.
music, wow.
Debut.
So it's a little teaser, you know?
Yeah,
Give them a
debut.
little,
Oh, yeah. To see what coming. Not the toxic song? No? No, not yet? Okay. I just check
You
it.
just got to go to Music Fest to find out,
Maybe.
Jade.
I'm gonna be there, you know? I'm gonna be
You
there.
got to go to Music Fest to find
I
out.
shall be there. Yes.
Well, I mean, I could imagine that this is a very exciting moment for you, right? Being one of your goals and being on the cusp of like achieving it. What has the experience so far been? Because now it's happening, and so you're into preparation mode at this point.
I actually had practice yesterday too.
Okay, practice don't
The
start.
band.
Okay. Well,
It's going good so far, to be honest. Unless actress now. No,
Yeah?
they're practicing. Yeah.
I mean, the practice went good, yeah, Jade.
Yeah, man.
I mean, she feeling the vibe.
And she should, because it's a big stage and
Yes.
it's one of her goals.
I'm
So
gonna bring a lot of energy. I'm gonna bring a lot of me and just good vibes.
Okay. Well, I know that people are really looking forward to it. You have, from what I've seen, a core fan base of people that really support you. I was at you did a Christmas special as well, something during the Christmas.
Yes.
What was the name of that special?
A Merry Every Christmas.
a Merry Christmas. Can we look forward to a Merry Christmas too?
Yes.
Okay, so this might be something
Good to
that's.
see you there.
Yes. So what are the age ranges? So is it like a family affair? Is it more like a adult concert? What are you giving?
It's a family affair, mostly featuring children, the young talent.
Yeah.
Okay. I wonder if Jade got a voice there that he could use. Let me see.
I've definitely seen him dance once or twice.
Yeah, I know he got the moves, you know.
But here we are. So like you've been performing, you've already been preparing, and so I think that I know you're gonna deliver. I know you're gonna deliver at Music Festival, and continue to make us all proud. Even outside the music festival and recording, is like what would you say are some of your future plans and goals that you wanna achieve? You have any real specific ones?
Not quite, but after Music Fest, I plan on doing some traveling to the UK to hook up with some of the music scouts that I met in Jamaica.
Nice.
So we're already working on the booking dates, like when we're gonna meet up. So that's one of the things that I'm gonna do after.
All right. Well, I am looking forward to hearing about what happens when you come back. You gotta come check us out. Give us an update as to what's going on.
Sure.
And hopefully those meetings bring fruit, because we've never had a shortage of talent here, right? We've never had a shortage of talent in St. Kitts. And I think we are now kind of placed at a point where we can now start really developing and showcasing that talent, right? And you being one of the artists that I think a lot of people recognize. Yo, that girl could sing.
Yeah.
That girl could sing. And we've seen you developing your pen becoming stronger. So I think that, with the moves that you're making, I think the sky is definitely the limit.
Thank you.
Being so young, how do you keep yourself grounded? Like, because a lot of things happening to you. Like, a lot of new things happening from 2020 to 2023. You've had some moves. You've been to Jamaica. You've been on one of the biggest rhythms of the year with some of the best reggae talent. Like, how do you keep yourself from, keeping out of your own way?
Well, to be honest, I get a lot of lecture. And sometimes, we live in a world where temptations and so would come, you know. But you still got to know, once you have that mindset, like you know what the aim is, you stay focused to that. If it's something that's not serious, then it don't work. It's not worth it. Don't work, taking up too much time or space in your life. So I would mostly say that's how I stay grounded. And then with my manager, she's really strict.
And she should be, yeah.
So if I can't do nothing wrong and not get a lecture, I mean, that's something good too, That's what keep me humble and keep me grounded.
I mean, you mentioned, and this might be maybe one of the last things we can talk about, but I know how it is for persons who are interested in music and see it as a possibility for a career, you know, trying to juggle being up and coming and earning a living, being able to support yourself and stuff like that. I mean, just from prior conversations, I know you've made some sacrifices along those lines, right? How were you able to have the strength to make that decision? Because I think it's a decision that a lot of artists struggle with, right? How to, like, just making the step to recognize that this is my main focus, like music and my career. Like, how were you able to have the strength to make that step?
To be honest, it was tough for me. It was really, really tough. I was working at hospitals at the time, and I left my job January. Last year I was saying early next year I would leave my job. Like, I wanted to leave December, but push it back. The fact that I push it back to next month, I knew that it's not easy.
You're
It
right.
wasn't easy. I mean, you're basically working somewhere, you expect your monthly salary and stuff like that. I know you have to set your mind now as an entrepreneur, basically.
Right.
So that wasn't an easy transition for me, but to be honest, I'm loving it. I'm really loving being an entrepreneur. I didn't thought I could be an entrepreneur. You know, because, you know, you're just done with school, you really want to work, you're young, you ain't studying more, you just want to work and get your money, so you're really thinking nothing too much, you know. So see, now I'm doing it, you know, full-time, I'm doing the music full-time now is...
Yeah, I mean, that level of commitment and risk, I think it's going to pay dividends. I think that shows a really strong belief in yourself. And it also shows the fact that you obviously have people around you that believe in you as well, right? To be able to give you the support. Because it ain't easy, like you say.
It's not easy.
It's not easy. It's not easy. And I keep telling people this too, you know. We always look at artists and be like, oh, why they ain't this and why they ain't that. I say, ain't everybody cut out for this life. Yeah, an easy life. Like, it's not an easy life.
It's not easy.
Yeah, but I mean, I really want to commend you because I know that was a decision that you had been thinking about, and you know, it would have definitely, like you said, been a tough decision. But like I say, it shows to me that you're really committed to what it is and really believe in yourself. So I am looking forward to see where this goes for you. I'm really excited, to be honest.
Thank you.
I'm really excited.
Same. I'm looking forward to all the new music and new moves. And remember, come back and update us. We're right here. The fans want to know what's going on with you.
Sure.
Anybody want to shout out before we wrap up?
Well, that's a big shout out to my manager, Shalom Production.
Make sure she come on the show. Tell her she need to come.
And she don't let me on camera like
Imagine
behind
that.
the-
Imagine that.
Camera, but not in front.
Imagine that. Like,
I want to say shout out to my stylist, Deluxe and Styling Consultancy. I want to say shout out to my brother, my sister, my mother. Yes.
well, I mean, that's a lot. And for people who are interested in keeping up with what's happening with Erica, what's the best way for them to do that?
You could follow me on my Facebook page, Erica Edwards Music, and on my Instagram page, Erica Cherry.
Eri Jerry.
Eri Jerry. You want to spell that?
ERIJERI.
Well, ERI.Cherry.
See?
CHER.
Exactly.
And you can find me on Shalom Production too, because she shares the stuff.
All right, well, guys, go out. If you haven't already liked and subscribed to everything Erica Edwards, go ahead and do that right now. Show support. Make sure you guys are there on Saturday night, ready to support our very own as she mash up the stage. Like, you know, you're going to be crazy.
Yeah.
You know you're going to be crazy. So don't need to waste no time. Get there early. Make sure you're there with your Erica paraphernalia, your Sinkits flag, everything. We're supporting our very own on Saturday night for sure.
As we should.
But Erica, thank you so much.
Thank you.
It's been a pleasure. And really looking forward to what's next for you. Trust me.
Thank you.
All right. Guys, we're going to take a short break and be right back with more Sip and Chat right here on the Sugar Factory. Stick and stay. Don't go anywhere.
value for your money when you activate your Digicel Prime bundle. More choices for what you want at low prices. More talk time on the most reliable network. More any-use data for whatever you're into searching and sharing. And dedicated data for more new apps to stream your music, shows, and live sports. Activate a Digicel Prime bundle of your choice in the My Digicel app today and save more. Digicel, better connected.
back to SipNchat with Azem and Jade. And yeah, Jade, yeah, how was you?
She was.
I know,
Yes, the jewels, I'm just hanging off.
Yeah, that thing, man, that's a small fix up. That's a small fix up. Let me see this surgery. What's the word?
Oh, man. But yeah, that was a cool little interview we just did.
Yeah, definitely. I'm you know, I'm a fan. I'm a fan of Erica. I think that she has a bright future. And one of the things for me too is I like diversity. I think what Sinkits has been missing is diversity.
Yep.
In the music, right? And if you could, to me, you could kind of narrow down all the Sinkits music into maybe 4 categories. Like,
Wailers.
yeah. then a lot
Wailers,
of
reggae.
a lot of the we don't do reggae. That's the thing.
That you know what Erica does?
Well, Erica, I think
And Dijon.
when I say reggae, talking like roots reggae. We don't have that. We don't really.
We don't have the rest of it. Crucial Banky.
Yeah, I mean nobody
Don't
who
do
have
that.
come out in the last. Nobody really come out since Masoul.
No, because we don't appreciate that type of music over here. We want to hear gun
No,
music.
but I think, and the thing is, I think we appreciate it. I think almost every year, we have several Jamaican artists. This is like Romain Vogo, the Chronics. I think people appreciate roots reggae.
What I'm talking about is we don't appreciate our own.
No, but I'm saying is we don't have people doing it.
True.
We don't have people doing
Maybe
it.
that's why. But yeah.
Yeah, we don't have people doing it like that type of music thing. I mean, I would love to see more R&B. I would love to see more.
Yeah, man.
I'd love to see more people who are even doing derivatives of rock music and stuff like that. I would love to see some of that. Jazz, we don't have a lot of that happening.
No.
We don't have a lot of that happening. So even if you go and look to the nightlife and the bands that play, the bands have a similar repertoire and a way of playing. So it's not like you could go, what's going on there? You okay?
I got the ick.
Well, you don't even know what that is, but it don't sound like
You never
something.
want sweet tooth.
Oh no, it's on my list, but I haven't watched it
Well,
yet.
that's one of the things when you watch it, you're gonna understand exactly what I said.
Wow.
You're gonna understand fully what
Don't
I said.
sound pleasurable.
It's not. That's one of the signs that I'm about to die. In Sweet Tooth.
Is it contagious?
Yes. Yeah, right. Right.
Oh man.
But yeah, and then yeah, I see a lot of people complaining about the night, not the nightlife, sorry, but the entertainment life. And saying it's about the music, about the DJs playing the same things, about just in general, just having to feel like when they go out, the entertainment is all the same. I can't even disagree with it.
What is lacking is what is called artistic integrity. What happens is that everybody wants to walk off of the hype. So this person is getting a little blithe with this, and I go do the same thing that the person is doing. This DJ played these songs, and they get a forward, so I come and I play the same songs the next week. This CSC and this, and so they tell you things like that's what the people want, and I always ask the question: when was the meeting held, and why wasn't I invited?
Because I is the people.
I is the people.
I the people, but no, I ain't listening. No, I just doing the same thing over and over. But anyway.
Artistic integrity will cause someone to present what it is that they feel as opposed to what they think people want. Right? So there's no way that I could be the same as you because we're not the same people. So if we have artistic identity, the way we express our creativity will inevitably be different.
It will be.
Right? So because there's a lack of artistic integrity, then everything becomes very monotonous. Everything becomes like one trend. And the trending thing killing Caribbean music.
I'm so tired of this, yeah.
It is killing Caribbean music. Ridiculous.
Yeah, but another thing killing Caribbean, Jade, what is wrong with you? Why would you say that?
I don't know.
Why?
I don't know. Why would you? Why would you, Jade? Why would you? Only you could answer that question, you know. Go ahead, Jade. Talk to us.
So the Federation has recorded another murder. It's 12th murder in the last 6 months. So much. 26-year-old gunned down in Lower Thibault Avenue.
Young man.
Young man. Rashawn Hopkins, 26, of Lower Thibault Avenue, is the Federation's 12th murder. In speaking with a Win FM reporter, law enforcement shared that the incident occurred at about 3:51 a.m. on May 27th.
It's the 4 in the morning.
I gun them kind of hours there. I ain't sleeping.
Then it's the 4 in the
I
morning.
don't sleep. Hopkins was gunned down on the street of Lower Thibault Avenue, closer to the intersection with the Bay Road. According to the statement by the police, preliminary investigations indicated that an armed assailant attacked Hopkins. It's obvious. The victim had multiple gunshot wounds about the body, and police indicated that Hopkins did not immediately die on the scene. He was transported by private vehicle to the JNF hospital where he died. There was no indication of a motive for the murder, and law enforcement has not shared whether there were any individuals of interest in custody or being sought after concerning the death of Hopkins. Investigations into the murder are still ongoing. I feel like every week we read the same statement. Yeah. The last little line, investigations into the murder, still ongoing. I feel like every single week I read that line. No.
Firstly, condolences to friends, family.
Yeah, bye.
Happened at Thibault Avenue, so that is again the Matnite community. I think that community is dealing with something very serious.
Yeah.
Like the level of trauma that the residents must be facing is.
You don't even get to grieve. Like you're not even getting to grieve. You're losing people.
Even if it's something where you don't necessarily relate to the deceased on that level.
Yeah.
it has now become something that the residents must be very much aware of is happening in their community. And so it must change behavior, it must change thought process, it must change perspective. You want to be able to live in a place where your children, no, this happened at 3 o'clock, but then we had an incident where it happened at the school.
At a school.
At the school in the community.
Yeah.
So how does parents, children, the elderly, how do they respond and adapt to something that is happening within their community that for a lot of them feel affects them, but they don't have any real pull, right? In these situations, like it seems like it feels for a lot of them that it's something that is outside of their control. So how do you deal with that? You know, especially when it's something as serious as your life at risk.
Yes, life and death situations.
Right. So that community, I believe, must be really at a place where they're dealing with too much.
I can imagine every other month I have to go to a funeral of somebody that I looked at grow up, play with my kids, or, just because they're around the community, you see this person all the time and constantly having to go to funerals.
You might not know the young man, but you know his mother, you know his
grandmother, his aunt, that you literally constantly to funerals on a monthly basis.
And you have, for persons, they love their community, irrespective of what might be happening. And so when you see young men losing their life, young women losing their life, like it's difficult, and I don't know where we are in the attempts
to fix it,
to bring about some sort of lasting change.
Well, we're gonna ask them, because on Thursday we have the assistant commissioner coming on to speak to us, so we're gonna ask him some questions, man, because.
But let me tell you something, right? Even the police, I sympathize with to a sense, because if there is a lack of cooperation from the community,
what they could do?
It must be very difficult for them to bring about justice in these cases. Yeah,
because and not only that, having to constantly deal with this as well. Mm-hmm. You know what's funny? I asked, like, I've had police friends that I've asked, and maybe that's why I don't date police officers, because I feel like y'all trauma a little too much for me. And the fact that y'all don't recognize y'all traumatized is even scarier. Because a lot of the time when I ask them, like, so y'all don't do, like, no, and I can't.
Not only that, Jade, but there is not even a desire. There's not even a call to do that. I think, as a matter of fact, I go even further. When I speak to police about these things, there seems to be a certain level of pride about being able to just deal with these things. And I'm like, if that is the case, then you have even deeper problems than I'm suggesting.
Because this is not normal. Contrary to what people might think, that I feel like they look at police officers as superhumans, and not just regular people just like us. They just happen to have to deal with things that we thankfully don't have to deal with daily. And I know it cannot be easy. Ain't no way you could tell me that constantly having to go to communities or deal with calls for violence on a day-to-day basis or a monthly basis, and you don't have no type of outlet, or you're not that you don't have, because they do have. They don't take it upon themselves to use these outlets to deal with whatever trauma.
But it should be mandatory.
I think so too.
As a matter of fact, I keep saying all the time that professions attract people with certain predispositions, right? Characteristics, personality traits, right? And so if the police recognizes that, also recognizing the responsibility that is given to police officers and the expectations that are placed on police officers, then you cannot ignore the fact that there must be serious attention paid to the psychology of the people in the police force.
Yeah, man. And we all just see what happens when we don't pay attention to these things, when we leave people to deal with trauma on their own. It never ends well. It never ends well. So let's and this isn't a shot on the police or anything, because y'all.
It's just a recognition that they have a difficult job.
Yeah, they have a difficult job, and I feel like the tools that they have, they need to utilize more to deal with this difficult job.
But like I'm saying, Jade, are we going to actually try and address this situation in a real way? Are we going to really try and address it? Because I believe that a lot of people's response, even at a time when something was done and was bearing fruit, people seem to have an issue with that.
Yeah.
People seem to have an issue with that, and people seem as though they preferred if nothing was done and this is what would happen.
And I don't know if they prefer this is what would happen. I just
no,
feel
what I'm
like
saying
some
is,
of them...
I saying that.
Okay.
I saying that there were people who seemingly felt as though some of the attempts to address the issues that were bearing fruit weren't the right way to go about it, and they would have preferred that it not get done and things be back how it was. I'm saying that because that's how they talk, right? That's the impression that I have been given.
That's wild, I'm gonna let you.
If you ain't hear nobody come out and say, let them kill themselves, well, let me hear running in the same circles I run in. Cause
No, hopefully not.
I have heard
Hopefully not.
I have heard people on several occasions make them kind of statements. Let them kill off themselves.
No, that you see, I'm glad, because the Lord does only give you what you could handle, and as I can't handle hearing people say them things.
That's why people.
I would fully cuss you out, and you see, and that's not the type of person I'm trying to be in my current life. Like, I don't want to have to cuss you out, and next thing you know, you get a video of me telling you about yourself on the internet. So I'm happy that the Lord don't put me in them kind of positions, because ain't no way you could safely watch me and tell me let them kill off themselves. Sorry?
Oh, that I tell you, that is a sentiment.
Are you insane?
Yeah.
Insane.
Whether or not you agree with the steps taken to try and affect some kind of change, that's one thing. But to somehow believe that doing nothing would yield better, or not having an alternative.
Nah.
Figure out what the alternative was.
Yeah, please. I feel like that's how things are supposed to go.
And until then, just school.
Just school, that's all. I think that's the name of today's show. Yeah.
But again, condolences to the friends, family, loved ones, the community. Where this young man resided. And it just unfortunate. Another young man who knows what the potential would have been. I don't know this young man. I don't know anything about him.
I've seen him around, but I don't know him.
But I can just tell you, like...
No, that's crazy. Y'all out here just killing people.
At the end of the day, it's a life that is no longer here.
And that's what I want to never forget.
Under these types of circumstances.
Oh, they don't care no more. Like they don't care that is a living, breathing human they're taking off the earth.
It is unnatural. It is unnatural, people, for parents and grandparents to be burying the children and grandchildren. It is unnatural. He's doing something to us as a society.
I literally saw, because I know his mom, not personally, but in passing and stuff, and we're on social media together and stuff, and I literally saw her say that she had to go to the hospital. And I fully understand, because if I lose my son, that's the only place I'm going to have to find me.
It is unnatural, Jade, for parents to be burying their children, right? It is even more difficult and complicated when the circumstances around the untimely demise are of a criminal nature. It's not like to say your child was sick.
Nope, like it was.
It's not an accident where you know.
Somebody they went outside and they get knocked down, and none of that.
And all of the above must be difficult, because, like I said, you're not supposed to bury your children.
No, but
when these are the kind of circumstances,
when you have to sit down and think about the fact that somebody plotted to take the life of your child.
Let me tell you something, Jade. There are a lot of broken. Actually, one of the things that we're not recognizing, there are a lot of broken people just running around, Jade. Broken. We're not talking. Yeah, she went to the hospital, and there might have been physical manifestations of what she was dealing with that she went to the hospital to deal with. But trust me, this thing just cut your soul now.
Yeah, bye.
Yeah, this thing just deal with it. Like,
even if his old age kills somebody, as him, you know that does hurt.
Mm-hmm.
You know even if you know that 129 and they die.
Mm-hmm.
So imagine somebody 26 who just started in their life. You as a parent have to go bury a 26-year-old. Bye. Let's jump off a thing.
We want to jump to, like, if we jump off a thing, it's where we end up, like, Antigua or something? Like.
Guyana.
Oh, you mean with the stories? What I mean, let's just like
No,
leave St. Kitts, okay.
Not physically. Not physically. So there's an update with the story that we did last week about the schoolgirl that murdered, and I'm saying murdered because she was charged with murder, 19 kids. So, a secondary school girl in Guyana who allegedly caused the death of 19 of her schoolmates when she set the dormitory of the Madia Secondary School ablaze last Saturday will be charged with murder. Head of the Criminal Investigations Department in Guyana, Assistant Police Commissioner Wendell Blunham, said the department arrived at the decision following legal advice. Legal advice was obtained to charge the suspect with 19 counts of murder. Head of the Criminal Investigations Department, Assistant Police Commissioner Wendell Blunham said.
Had to.
Well, I mean, what else you could do?
Yeah, I know where I stand in these kind of situations.
Did she kill 90 people?
You know where I stand in these things. Yeah.
It wasn't even active. She killed 19 people. Mm-hmm. She lit the school on fire over her being upset. That's murder. That. Yeah. So says they're gonna give you a lot of years. May God be with you, and yeah. Cause
bear in mind, for those of you who might not be aware, this
she's 14.
This one, she's 14, but the story is also that what happened was that they took away her phone.
Yeah. Oh my God. 5 years old. Listen, right? Bye. Azem, she not got to be in protective custody. 24/7. Because you did what? You killed 19 children, you know? Yeah, they don't have to put you in protective custody. I'm gonna lie to you. Because me know you're gonna explain to me that you just killed my child. You just light the school on fire and burn him up. I don't feel like I have the thought. I don't think I could process certain things. And this would have been one of them. And my response to this would have been totally terrible. Like, totally terrible, Azem. Justified? Well, maybe not justified. Understandable. But it would have been totally terrible. Because this is parents now having to 19 caskets for 19 kids. Yeah. All because somebody take away your phone.
19 caskets? They can't even identify some of these children here.
Yeah, bye. We don't go. Bye.
They can't even identify some of these children here. You'll never get to see your child's face again. Not even in a casket. Dental records. Imagine them going on a dental records because these are indigenous children.
Yeah. They don't even know who they're burying.
You don't even know who you're burying.
All because somebody take away your phone. I tell you, a lot of people just need to... You just need to box people in the face, Azem.
I've been saying it. When I say it, people say
understand.
You saying, you see it now?
More and more.
More
and more.
Okay.
Sometimes
when I say things, yeah, let's go like, Azem, oh my God, Azem, I can't believe it. Okay. Then.
More and more I seen it. You know, with another person who you just needed, that you should just, that just deserve to get box in the face.
Hold on.
You see that man who opened the plane while that was in the air? But, listen, right? I tell you, as we hit ground, licks.
Licks, Jade. Licks.
There's no other way for me to handle this.
He could have been on one end of the plane and I on the other end. From time they land.
Men even talk like land fully, you know, yeah. As soon as the first bump, like the wheel, like the time I can just bounce,
yeah.
My seatbelt off.
Yeah, me waiting for the sign.
No.
Me waiting for the seatbelt signal
Make
to go off.
more than that. You get licks on the plane before we come off.
Licks,
because you try to kill me.
Licks, Jade. Licks.
There's no other response to this, you know?
Licks.
You try to kill me.
Licks.
And for a stupid excuse, you know?
Licks. What the excuse was? Come in even when you all of that, you know?
By the man say the hot. The man say the hot.
Wait there, Jade. When I saw it, right, I was like, this got to be somebody who was just playing with the thing and they realized.
No, friend. The man say. Oh, you see how you're just gonna laugh at nonsense?
Imagine you're playing with your child. This man hot, so you open the airplane door. Licks.
We're getting on the no-fly zone now, you know? I'm getting on the no-fly list. I'm getting on the no-fly list because as a claim, you know, what's it for this man, you know?
Licks.
You try to murder
My
me.
only concern would have been hoping nobody get to him before me, because I want you the first
But
goals.
a matter of fact, if
I want you the first lick.
But I couldn't even be next to him because I don't want to see, but I push him out. You want to hear a bad go? How you imagine me sitting down next to you and me open the door as him?
No, you go and I say, oh, you want to go? Oh,
You clearly feel like he's a bird.
I could facilitate that, yeah.
Easily.
Anybody ask me anything, I say she wanted to go.
But the man, I see the man doing something.
She wanted to go.
The man open the door and I see him fidgeting when he take, and just next thing he outside.
No, I let out. She wanted to go, so I let out. Who am I to deny her the opportunity?
Who am I?
Bye.
If this door could not deny her, who am I?
A little seatbelt stopper.
Problem solved. Problem solved.
I couldn't believe I was seeing Jade. I wasn't reading not.
Every time I come across this video, every time I see an article, I do not believe.
There are things that happen in life, right? That after it happens, you go, well, how did that even happen? And the truth is, because nobody expects these things to happen,
Facts. Because who would have thought?
that it will
Who
be
in
somebody
their
in the plane and want to open the door while they're in the plane, in the ear.
Who does even open plane doors?
That is an even bigger point.
I've never been on a plane and felt the urge to open the door. Not once.
Not even on the ground. Not even while it's still on the ground.
As a matter of fact, I hope the opposite happens. I hope the door stays closed for as long as possible. And the man will open the door, fling it back like you home. Like you know, you're in your house and you're hot or you want air, without you to fling back your door. Like so. Yeah, home. Why would you do that? I'd push him out the plane. Mail it to you. I'd push him clean out the plane.
Some crazy things went down this weekend with you.
Bye.
Jade. All kind of random fighting going on
No,
this weekend.
bye. I are not okay, I tell you. Ever since they're not okay as them. The people of this world is not okay.
Jade, we are in a different timeline. I am convinced now. I am convinced. This weekend, all kind of reports are fighting by the thing. Woman fighting. How can I fight for what?
Because people are hot and heated.
For what, Jade?
They're hot. I don't know. Do you see? And you want to know where I stay in place?
That's why I stay inside all the time.
This is why me and my child stay home and we play pretend video games and we finger painted and he eat down the house.
Sound like a plan.
That's because I know in the house we safe.
I tell them, you know, Friday when we'll see you, the last thing I tell them, right?
The last thing you tell them,
Tell them, I say, look, it's a long weekend, me want to hear another this.
they didn't even let 24 hours go. They didn't even let 24 hours go as chaos.
Chaos ensued
Bye.
and continue to ensue.
Yeah, man, it did. Well, an Indian official suspended after draining entire reservoir to retrieve his phone that he dropped while taking a selfie.
What was on the phone there?
You know, that's the first thing comes to my mind. Whatever on the phone is diabolical. As in, whatever on the phone not only implicates him, but several people of highest ranks.
Yeah, bye.
Because they know other reason.
That they like if it's Epstein drop before
It got to be. This was Epstein-esque. Because what a reservoir, you know? The man drained a whole reservoir for a phone, you know? What is a reservoir, Azem?
Catchment of water that supplies a large swath of the population.
And the man drained the entire thing for his phone.
I need a phone.
The man said he looked like he didn't have Apple Care, but you know. Well, some of us just have to take the L. Not some, you know. Majority.
Vast majority.
99.856%.
Sounds about right. That sounds like the exact accurate number there, actually.
Yeah. We would have taken the L if we dropped before while taking a selfie. But, alas, one man refused to take that that L. The man refused.
Need the phone back.
A government official, you know.
Only he got the power to do it.
That's facts.
Only them they got the power to drain a reservoir. Just so.
That is facts.
India going into drought.
And if,
India going into drought. That man ain't gonna want to the 2025 by.
that's alright. Something with that, you know. Something fully well wrong with that, eh?
He ain't care about winning another election, nothing.
The man ain't care about an election, but the man ain't care about drinking. The man ain't care about having drinking water as him.
I need the phone.
The man ain't care about dehydration.
Dehydration, I need the phone. But the man feared this extortion, not dehydration.
The man said, I'm going to kill him slow.
No? Oh?
Wow, bye. A government official from India has been suspended after he drained an entire reservoir to get back his phone that he had reportedly lost while taking a selfie. According to the BBC, more than 440,000 gallons of water was removed from the Powell Cut Reservoir. The grueling task took 4 days. So no time at all. During these 4 days, this man recognized how ridiculous he was.
You think it's ridiculous? You ain't on the phone?
No, you're right.
Oh?
You're right. The grueling no, not even nuclear long ago. I feel like this year, would have sent a lot of people jail as him. Whoever on the phone would have sent a lot of people jail. I mean, talking about regular people.
Including him, man.
Yeah, no, of course.
You think he care about other people? I'm convinced, Jade, that...
No, I think if he was here alone in jail, he would have just... He'd have just take the L.
You think
you
so?
Alone
No
in
way.
jail?
No way, Jade. This is... for a man to be able to do this, he's a man solely concerned with himself. They got to be a man... All he care about... Yes, he might have things on there...
May think he would have gone to jail. I think he would have killed him. May think he would have gone to jail, man.
Maybe your wife would have killed him.
But hey, no, you're telling me your wife and you in the reservoir. Hey, that makes sense.
Yeah, but guess what?
Story makes sense.
But guess what? You would never know.
Facts.
You would never know. We will never know, you know.
But the thing is, right?
Probably got a
phone,
whole second family in Mumbai.
But if the phone underwater, who can see it?
Hey, Jade, who knows when they're going to come out?
Exactly, Azem. Hey, coming out no time soon.
But when he come out, then what?
But how we going to come out? The phone done. Azem, if a phone underwater for so long, the phone gone in.
Oh, you know, it's India we talking about, you know.
You what?
Them got engineers do engineer everything. They might take out that phone there, drop that there in some kind of liquid all of a sudden, connect up that there to some kind of wires all of a sudden, they man got all my information. Man bum in the ear talking about.
They do like Gilly? No, it's Gilly? No, it wasn't Gilly. What his name? The dude who they impregnate the OnlyFans girl. And yeah, about the story. Hold on. But I know we're jumping all over the place, but this one was easy to bring it up.
Me?
No, easy to bring it up.
I don't even know.
Oh, he's a rapper. He's a rapper. A dark-skinned rapper that he was beefing with Mano? It's Mano. He was beefing with somebody that gang him, snatch a chain, he jump in the bang off shit.
Okay. You sound like you may know Emo so far. Doing the banging. The man a real gangster.
Why? I realize.
The man cemented.
Why? I think this is just song by.
No. May no got hot after he come out of prison. Like that people didn't understand you. May no career jump off after he come out of prison.
He basically, so what happened is that he met this OnlyFans model. They know they was in a relationship. She was paying his phone bill and so.
But he done gone. Why he stupid hour?
Hour?
No, he should be dead. No, he just stupid. He stupid.
So she basically was taking care of him. Mind, this is a rapper that told you, and she like 28, taking care of this big man.
Nonsense.
Then.
Nonsense all around.
But then, you know, make it worse, the trend. Like, one, he done already a deadbeat, because the other baby mother done tell her, the man don't take care of him. They know what they're doing.
No, but he's an officer dummy.
Yeah.
Why you getting in anything serious with that OnlyFans model?
I don't need love too. They're people too. But yeah, so she went on. Apparently, yeah, he encouraged her to get pregnant, and what that made me like he literally was telling her in messages as him. Yeah, got the girl out here in love and so all of them flying all over the place. She's so in love that she jumped in a fight with 20 big men to help him, you know. Backs up the girl, she done it on her here, so you know them they're straight.
By skull by.
Straight skull.
Knuckle to skull by.
She snatch up she chain and so, still with the man. Next thing you know, she breathe. She tell him she breathe. You know everything you know he'll after this.
Yeah, that's what it's over now.
So she put all of this on.
He should be the other one back.
By on Twitter, of course.
Of course.
And so, apparently after the thread done, the child mother answered and was like, well, I tell you, son, you was a dummy because you was listening. And he answered, and whatever he said, she said, don't let me put them pictures of you literally gapping out on the internet.
Oh, I heard something about this story, yeah.
Who the rapper was again?
I can't remember who he was.
Ain't Gilly.
No, he ain't Gilly.
Ain't Gilly. But it's somebody that would be a Gillyish. Somebody who's very Gillyish.
I can't remember. The truth is the
he
first
dark.
name.
He was telling
the first
her,
name
I'm ugly without you and all kind of things.
The first name that will come to mind, of course, would be Safari.
No, they say Safari.
I know, but this is.
No, it's his speed, but hey, they say he won this time.
Okay. No, well.
The rapper will come back to me. Kingston, do some Googling now. See if you can find a rapper there, based on the story I just told. Back to India. So yeah. It took 4 days. The amount of water had to be pumped out equated to be over 1,500 acres of farmland. 1,500 acres of farmland, you know? This man pumped out 1,500 acres of farmland in water.
1,500 acres?
Hold
on there.
For phone as him. No, man. Suspension bar was to lock up that. I was to fully lock up that. Because they know it.
Jade.
They know it.
It's 15,000, you say?
1,500.
1,500?
Then that's a lot, eh? That's a lot, man.
1,500 acres, you say?
Acre. Friend name say it. Is the report say it. 1,500 acres of farmland. The inspector claimed that an official had given Darrione him permission to drain some water into a nearby canal. They tell him he could drain some water.
Yeah, but if you're telling me I get my phone, I can just drain until I find my phone.
Yes,
I can just drain until I find my phone. That's what can happen.
He even claimed it would be, in fact, benefit the farmers who would have more water.
Of course, that's what you get to. Of course, that's what he can say.
Vishwas was suspended after a water official became aware of the incident following numerous complaints. He had been suspended until an inquiry. Water is an essential resource. Yeah, we know that. And it cannot be wasted like this. Yeah, that's also a fact. But what the canal, the man just drain out all the water out of the man is sick by the man.
So again,
the man there by bring back Stone in. Them kind of people you ask Stone.
I just want to see if they can vote for him again.
Vote for who?
Maybe he wasn't an elected official. Maybe he just work in the government. But the joke about it was, hear how he lose it. Taking a selfie. First thing.
Why taking selfie and government hours?
Not only that, Jade. Not only that, Jade. I tell you, I tell you every day, I don't trust man who take a lot of selfie. That's the thing for me. If you're a man and you're taking selfie, like me, know how to feel about that. I don't really trust you much.
Facts.
Yeah, that's just me.
I understand.
Because them kind of man who do things. Because the man who does do them things, who do things like this.
More and more we see your point of view, More and more as days go by, as stories get ready. So what Azem not a boy like that.
Yep.
Because I just do some strange things, by.
Strange, you call it? Bye. This is wickedness, Jade. That fella there wicked shit.
The man them done on the brink of a drought. And you drain 1,500 acres of water that is equivalent to... You drain enough water that equates to 1,500 acres of farmland.
Acres, Jade.
For your phone that you drop. Because I was taking a selfie. Why are you taking a selfie over the reservoir?
That they let the whole of Green Valley.
Why would you be taking a selfie over the water?
From Keys go right well.
Bye.
Wow, that is insane.
I had too much story, but I can't do this no more. I will do it.
We good. It has been a weekend, Jade. We were supposed to come back here rested and ready. These people just tire us out. Just tire us out, Jade. I don't understand what's been going on.
I tell you since COVID,
You may be onto something now.
I think it's since COVID.
You may be onto something there. But guys...
Hold on, before we go, right? Speaking of COVID. Yesterday I was on a news site, right?
You hear what's going on in China now?
But the funny thing about that, right? It's amazing not other news sites reporting about it,
No, Jade. What's going on in China is ridiculous. You got a new strain of COVID out.
Okay, I wanted to know if I dream this. Because why is it that me finding this nowhere else?
No, it's I don't know, but I saw it on it's for a couple of weeks now. I've been seeing them talk about this new strain of COVID. Something that must kill off like 6,500 people out there or something like that there. Yeah.
Do it. Because what we here find anyway. What we doing here?
This is a different timeline here. Timelines them cross.
Bye. Well, listen, if God sending the rapture in form of COVID, just let it be what it is.
This is the rapture, you know this be?
What?
The plague.
Let it be what it is. Because at this point, I am not only trying.
There's a Trump was favor by. Let my people go.
I don't even know to say, what? May pay the bills somewhere now? May pay the bills somewhere? I got that just now.
Oh,
clearly.
God.
How I got a new strain of COVID that could kill 6,500 people in a day? How you get that this work out?
Jade.
We got to stop just doing things as him. We got to start locking up these scientists. Because that is the problem. And I can't blame the bats them, because I don't tell us it was the bats them fault.
Yeah.
So that, I can't use the excuse again. And none of the people that are going to take the vaccine, because I are done, mess up that.
Yep.
So when is dead?
Oh, no, Jay, that was wrong.
What?
It's actually could affect 65 million people a week.
Okay. Tough.
Yeah. China is reportedly bracing for a new COVID-19 wave that could infect nearly 65 million people weekly by the end of June. The fresh wave caused by the XBB variant, that's the new one, comes at least 6 months after Chinese authority lifted its zero COVID policy that saw draconian restrictions, including lockdown imposed on citizens. So that anticipated wave, it began in late April, and his modeling suggests it could be approaching 40 million infections per week. This is the kind of things that will be going on why we just end up in these positions. What
would that even be?
You see what I mean?
What would that be?
Me, it's a Q-tip in a fish mouth. I don't know. Some scientists with a Q-tip in a fish mouth. I don't know. Like.
So we got to start lock up the scientists them as them because it's their fault. When they literally find a woman in a grave that was buried years ago. Some Catholic nun. Big up the woman, Because she ain't decaying. They go on display. Why are we doing these things?
It's a miracle. I was just saying in the article.
Why are we doing these things?
You left from there.
So because the woman ain't decaying or what?
So they calling it a miracle now?
Yeah.
Boy,
She just say it now.
Yeah, the Pope then investigate.
Oh my God.
All right, they dip the woman in
Get me
honey.
off this timeline.
Let us dip the woman in honey, that's all.
Just get me off this timeline here, boy, because more and more are trying to kill us.
Thousands of people going to check it out. Are we supposed to send in the article?
She should get up.
Are people going there to visit her, ain't
She
it?
should get up.
Thousands.
I want her to get up.
This going on for 2 weeks now.
Why the Catholics? Whenever this happen, the Catholics, it'll be
I tell I want to get up, like I want to physically get up out she coughing as
A
in.
lot of people professing Christianity as a result, so you got
Oh, people getting saved.
Back up, Bishop.
People getting saved.
Stop. Alright, I'm going to play until I just.
What if it's Mary? Maybe the reincarnation of Mary.
I think she name was actually Mary, but she black.
She black?
Yeah,
But Mary was black.
What color you think Mimi was? Can't be white.
What?
Can't be white.
Mary could be white.
What?
Or maybe be white.
Where would she be white?
No.
What you talking about?
Mary, the mother of Jesus. The original pictures of Mary is the black woman. That's the first thing.
Jesus wasn't white. That was Cersei Borgia, what's that?
Yeah, but yeah, praise baby white Jesus, boy.
Baby white Jesus.
Yeah. But guys, on that note, we wrap up.
That no.
We ain't sure if we come back tomorrow, because with the way things going, we got to try our best, but bye.
Things wild out here, Jade. Things wild out here. Guys, y'all behave yourself now.
Too late for that. Friend.
Me didn't even know if I'm going into a lot of long talking today. Just behave
Bye,
yourself.
don't even do that there. I mean, I pissed because I'm just doing anything.
Behave yourself. Don't open nobody's door when you're on the plane. Don't dig up dead nuns. Let's leave those alone.
Don't drain reservoirs because I
Don't,
can
oh my God. If your man stop taking these other selfies.
Yeah.
Don't go on the beach and mash up people that can't steal from them because
Don't
they
go
don't know.
Don't go on the beach and wash up people's face.
Don't do that either.
Okay, I said that one.
So, yeah, guys. We just need to behave.
Don't kill nobody else.
Behave.
There's so many things for y'all not to do. And it's very easy for y'all not to do too, you know. These are hard things, you know.
They ain't hard to ask.
No, this is
No.
not a hard list. It's literal things that you just shouldn't do.
Please stop going out to fight, ladies.
Just don't do these things.
I don't know. You're not jam. What are you fighting about? Like, you're walking up the road, the place hot. Like,
Me can't wait in this heat, you know. Me just call the police.
anyway, guys, we gotta leave, we gotta go, we gotta disembark, we gotta disappear, we gotta vanish. Right? We gotta get out of here. Please, guys, take heed to the words that we've said. Right? Just please. Please. Anyway, guys, spend more time living your content than posting it. That would lessen the selfie time, the selfie taking that you would do, and it would be better for everybody. The place done hot, we can't afford a drought here.
Aye.
Can't afford a drought here.
Aye.
We're even taking a selfie by a reservoir, that's the first thing. Anyway.
So many things.
But-
so many things.
But guys, of course, most importantly, please remember you can't be everybody's cup of tea because you is not a mug. We're going to see you guys tomorrow. Hopefully.
Hopefully.